You lack legitimacy to negotiate for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release. Bridge told Southeast governors, Ohaneze Ndibo, and those people that is surrounding everywhere, the same people that arranged the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are the ones that is coming now to negotiate for his release. And the one good thing here now is this: Biafra has a government. The government has been recognized by United States and the African Union. They have recognized everything, and that is why Southeast governors Ohaneze Ndigbo lack the legitimacy to negotiate for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release. As you are joining, let us know that you are here. Chidubem, thank you. The truth must be spoken, and we are here to carry the truth up. And as we are carrying the truth up, we are not looking anybody's face. Here, a member of Labour, he worked with Peter Obi. They wrote Obidibo. He made Nigerian government to understand vividly that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, without giving Mazen Nnamdi Kanu referendum, there is nothing like a negotiation. That means no need beating round the bush. That is what it means. No need beating round the bush, because these people already knows what bridge represent, and what the bridge represent is what we are elaborating. As you are joining, please hit your hand on the like button and also share to any other group to join this movement, because we have started our analysis, and here we are going marching forward now to read what they say, in order for people to understand that we are not joking. We don't have time to play. Then before going on, we are going to play this game to Biafrans. Eh? We have to play this France so that people will know where we are going. We will finish it. They started it, and we are going to finish it.
Holy, holy, another Savior.
Pick your man, you move, you dash down, you pick your man, you move. No waiting of more, nothing. We haven't got it, but we are going to get this war to the end. Is that all right? Yes, sir. But we are going to get this war to the end. Is that all right? We haven't got it, but we are going to get this war to the end. Is that nothing? We haven't got it, but we are going to get this war to the end. Is that all right? More, nothing. We haven't got it, but we are going to get this war to the end. Is that all right? Yes, sir. Now, make sure that each time you are moving, that you are moving in the right direction. Another Savior.
Holy, 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 another Savior.
So, Biafrans, yes, I can see our people, they are here. Lolo, Ego Yibo. Thank you for joining, Lolo. Thank you. Yes, this evening we are going to touch some areas. Remember that our two eyes is on the rising sun. We are not joking. We are bringing the news to our people exactly how they need it. Long live our great leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He say, long live our PM. He say, and we are flying down to Biafran land without waiting for those in the zoo. We are moving very, very fast to bring the news so that people will really understand exactly that we are not joking. We mean business, and our business is what we have come to mind. Exactly how it is made. So, Biafrans, here, here we come. Please pay attention. Martin Eze, one name, I greet you, Martin Eze. We are going ahead. Alozie Ambrose, thank you. You know, we start it again. Lolego Yibo. It's like you people are the people that will handle this program today, why I will bring it out to the public. Yes, that is how we do it. We have to read Law Lego Yibo. They have been warned to stop their film renegotiation with anybody in Nigeria. They better listen to our PM who knows Nigeria like the back of his hand. We know them, PM know them very, very well. Lolego Ibo, thank you. Ugochukwu, Nwachukwu, thank you. Nwachineke, thank you. Good morning and good evening from here. Johnson, Michael, thank you. Biafra is the only hope, and that is it. Lolego Ibo, we greet you. Then, let us really go here. Johnson Michael, Nigeria is a Boko Haram country. Yes, yes. We are coming. Thank you also. Thank you for joining. Let us hear what they say.
Releasing Nnamdi Kanu without referendum won't end agitation in Southeast. Obadigbo elder statesman Chike Obadigbo has warned politicians, especially those from the Southeast, against further compounding the travails of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. IPOPB Nnamdi Kanu. He regretted that some Igbo political elites are going about the demand for the release of the embattled IPOB leader the wrong way, stressing that the overzealous politicians are acting out of ignorance and mostly in self-aggrandizement according to the elder statesman. The issues around Kanu and his leadership of IPOB are not easy as politicians think, adding that releasing Kanu without granting referendum to IPOB may not address the secessionist agitation or the crisis in the zone. In a statement made available to Daily Post, Sunday, Obadigbo, who is the president of Asisioma Foundation, noted that the delicate nature of Kanu's incarceration requires quiet diplomacy to achieve political solution, without politicizing his release. The way they are going about it, while identifying the salient complications around the IPOB leader's forceful rendition and consequent incarceration. The Anambra-born elder statesman said Britain's loud silence about Kanu's predicament raises a large red flag. Parts of the statement read, "I woke up this morning with a very heavy heart. I am constrained to say that I am not happy with the way and manner our political elites are going about their request for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The sense I make of the cheap scramble by Igbo politicians to be identified in the growing calls for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom from prolonged and unjust incarceration is that they are merely playing to the gallery. It is obvious that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not entirely the one holding Nnamdi Kanu. It was not even former President Muhammadu Buhari nor his erstwhile Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami San. All the AGFs, including the current one, are mere legal offices for the government. However, Kanu's matter is a security issue, which requires the involvement of the National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Rabadu. The president may not have absolute authority to release Kanu, although he has the power to influence things if he so desires. Obadigbo disclosed that the other powerful elephant in the room blocking Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is the British government, stressing that Kanu acted against British economic interest in Nigeria. He remarked that the British economic interest, which Kanu's agitation was negatively affecting, has been enriching the government and people of Britain, over several centuries, saying that although the fact is well known to most Nigerian elites, they simply prefer to remain pretentious. Everything that Kanu said or did were done in Britain, being a British citizen. But, they could not afford to arrest him on British soil, because of obvious and potential backlash. What Britain did was to join in the international conspiracy to lure Kanu to Kenya, knowing that Africans lack integrity and respect for laws. They got him kidnapped in Kenya and forcibly and illegally renditioned to Nigeria. They could not have done that in any other part of the world, outside of Africa, without extreme repercussions. It is only on African soil that such illegality can take place, and his captors knew that much and took advantage of it. So, the British High Commissioner in Nigeria showed no interest in at least speaking up against the violent kidnap and rendition of her citizen. All the embassy was interested was to hear Kanu renounce his dream of a Biafra, probably with an undertaken never to support any such agitation in future, he said. The industrialist said Britain's double standards and hypocrisy betrayed their long-term destabilizing designs against Nigeria's socio-economic prosperity and independence. He stated, "Here was the same Britain that in 1984 frustrated the forceful abduction and return to Nigeria of Alhaji Umaru Dikko, who was not even a British citizen at the time, but merely an asylum seeker in Britain. Britain continues to see Nigeria as their fertile farmland for free economic exploitation and political manipulation. They have no wish to relax their stranglehold, not now, not in the near future. So anything or anyone posing as a threat to her economic interests in Nigeria automatically becomes their sworn enemy." The industrialist expressed relief that African youths are gradually waking up to challenge all the existing frustrations, deprivations, and blatant exclusion arrayed against him from enjoying the natural endowments of their own countries.
Yes.
Releasing Nnamdi Kanu without referendum won't end.
Yes, Biafrans. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Please, if you have not shared, don't forget to know that this is what you have to do. Please, so that numbers will be here. We have to come together to bear the witness on how Biafra is restored. Let everybody come together, join your hand, do whatever you can do, use your finger, hit that place that is called like, and share it also, because we are preaching the Biafran gospel to mankind. Our voice is yearning mighty fruit all over the world. It's circulating all over the world, not because of our own power, but the power of Chukwukika Abiyama. In this subject we bring out today, Obidibo, he hit the hammer on top of the nail. He hit the hammer on top of the nail. That's why Bridge, our prime minister, is more than 1,000 miles away before Nigeria. We are very, very far from what Nigeria is thinking. We are going to analyze what they said in this place. We made it to come to audio so that anybody that doesn't have time to read, you will listen. Because and before we go on, we have to really welcome our people. Now, Lord Lego Ibo, yes. Then we come here. Johnson Michael, thank you. John Diana, thank you. Chukwudi, thank you. Johnson, Callistus, I really appreciate those who represent us to fight against our enemies, Nigerian nation. Thank you. Then John Smarkin, happy Ume, you're highly welcome. Divine miracle. If they try to head, hell will fall. they lack integrity to speak for Biafra. And that is exactly how we are starting and how we started this movement and why we come here now. Abu, Stephen, the zoo has fallen since 1914. Then we are going Lars, Benzico, thank you. You're welcome. Everybody that is here, welcome. Johnson Michael, Hannah Franklin. Thank you, Franklin, for joining. Everybody, thank you for joining. David Onyemoechi, thank you. Oiko otu onye adezu n'ihe anyị na-eme. Iko otu onye, welcome. You are doing great. Biafrans are seeing you. Hamilton Luma, ndewo. May God Almighty bless you as well. Franklin, hit the like button. Franklin is telling you to hit the like button. Don't forget. Chukwuka Sylvester, good day. Chukwuka Sylvester. Biafra or nothing. We need Biafra. Ihan, equal to only hit the like button. Ogoro, Sunday John, Vision, good evening from here. Thanks you as well. Then Victor Amade, thank you. Our Prime Minister already knows what he is doing. We are not joking. Amy Sami, thank you for joining. Our PM has spoken and so shall it be. Automatic. Everybody is following what we are doing. Noel also following what we are doing. Oluibo, Noel Oluibo. Yes, also, Sami. Greetings, my blood brother. Noel. Everybody, we will bring it. Ostino TV, my brother, I greet you. Okay. Then, Lord Lego Yibo. Then, Stanley. Silas Obunna. Thank you. Lord Lego Ibo. The British government been involved in the evil against our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, yes, against our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu are out of order. How can Britain be involved with the kidnapping of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? They did. We have the news. We also have the news. They rejected every other person has freed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in their law, but Britain did not free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We are in front of the game. Onyeze Fidelis, thank you. Obi Ezue, Mike, thank you. Obi Ezue, thank you. Then Linus Nwafo, thank you. Matia Olo. Then Obumneme Igbokwe. Victory is our side. Then Obiezwe. Then everybody will bring you up. Hey. Chukwuka Dibie Agwondoya. Thank you. Chukwuka Dibie. Then Obiezwe Mike. Thank you. Jidofo, okay. Good evening, my big brother, Jidofo. I Jidofo Wenaga. That's why we are winning. So, Biafrans, anyị si oru, ka anyị tonye n'azụ n'ihi na anyị si oru. Let us begin to pieces this thing now. That is what we come to do.
Agitation in Releasing Nnamdi Kanu without referendum won't end agitation in Southeast. Obadigbo elder statesman Chike Obadigbo has warned politicians, especially
to release Nnamdi Kanu without referendum is non-avoid. To release Nnamdi Kanu without referendum. And before then, we have already have our own referendum, which you see in this place. More than 50 million people has voted for Biafra. More than 50 million people has already voted. But remember, our prime minister said that he needed only about 20 million voters. He needed only about 20 million voters. Don't forget that what he needed, our PM, he needed only about 20 million voters to give us Biafra. Today, from him, the last message we got from him, we already have more than 14 million, double of what he needed. And voting is still going on. We are close to 50 million now. And the intelligent people, the people who feel to be intelligent but refuse to speak, they have analyzed this thing very, very deep. After analyzing them, then they turn back and they tell Nigerian government that ụkwa unu na-apị mkpụrụ adịrọ n'ime ya. Ụkwa unu na-apị, there is no seed inside. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu furu ntutu taa. Ọ sị unu, look, whatever you do, he is coming out with a Biafra. He already know. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when he came out here before, when he mobilized every one of us and Obonyanya Sonon go and talk. When he found out that Simon Eba is here, Iko Tuonye is here, Ngozo Rabueze is here, Lolo Ego Yibo is here, Jidolfo is here, everybody is here fighting. He decided to say, let him go to front. But he told Buhari in his court, he said, Buhari, you cannot win me in this court. You see this court, you cannot win me. That is why you see Ohaneze Ndibo, everybody is shouting today, releasing Nnamdi Kanu, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. The senators are shouting today, releasing Nnamdi Kanu. They are there calling to releasing Nnamdi Kanu that they have Are they calling to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that they have agreed to give him referendum, or they have agreed to give him Biafra? On what basis are they going to negotiate? Remember that in this government of the bridge, they passed vote of no confidence to Eastern governors, to Ohaneze Ndibo, to all the people that call themselves elite. And that is why PM and the bridge let them know that they lack what they called the legitimacy to speak for Biafrans. Besides, American Court of Justice and the ECOWAS already recognized the bridge as the leader. So when you are hearing them in this place, they are informing Nigeria that this is not just releasing Nnamdi Kanu. When you release Nnamdi Kanu, let him come out and become a free man. Then he will tell you what he wants. But releasing him without giving him a referendum is just you are training a pig that will jump inside the sheet again. That is the area and why we made this thing to be an ordeal. And we are coming until we come to Britain that cost everything. We have a lot of things for Biafrans this evening. We have a lot of things for Biafrans which we are bringing out now.
Especially those from the southeast. Against further compounding the travails of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOPB Nnamdi Kanu, he regretted that some Igbo political elites are going about the demand for the release of the embattled IPOB leader the wrong way. People of Biafra. IPOPB Nnamdi Kanu.
You know, Biafrans, it is good that when you are doing something, this is Southeast leaders, those people, they are thinking that they can play sharp game. Obidibo is telling them they are going this negotiation in a wrong way. They are negotiating in a wrong way. Whatever you people are going there to speak about, if referendum official authorized by Nigerian government is not on the table, you will still have insecurity. Insecurity started from the ideology of Usman Danfodio. If you check in the media today, the Biafran struggle has dominated everywhere. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, any news headline you see that doesn't have Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on it, that message doesn't sell because everybody have stood up. Any headline you don't see Kanu there, that place doesn't sell. So the whole world now is waiting. Is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu coming out or ya money they can work a mat they can wine? Or how is he coming out? But we already know, and we can't really deep inside because of the law which they gave us. But the news now that came from the PM and the bridge says you lack legitimacy to negotiate for Biafrans. And everybody must know this. If we are not sure of what we are doing, we will not be here. And we are welcoming everybody that is here. Everybody that is here, we are bringing your news up so that this one can be able to be downloaded.
Kanu, he regretted that some Igbo political elites are going about the demand for the release of the embattled IPOB leader the wrong way, stressing that the overzealous politicians are acting out of ignorance and mostly in self-aggrandizement according to the elder statesman. The issues around Kanu and leader the wrong way, stressing that the overzealous politicians are acting out of ignorance and
You know, they are acting out of ignorance. Southeast leaders and the Igbo people has this adage that says, Asokata eze anya, eyiri nkata n'iru wee gwa ya okwu. That is what is happening. Now, they lack integrity. They lack manner. They don't have anything to offer. So, this man, Obidigbo, is telling them, you people, before you go out and mess yourself up in the public, think twice. When you think twice, you should know that what you are pursuing is far bigger than you. What you are pursuing is far bigger than you. This thing, all these people now that is speaking now are the Labour Party people from P2B. You see that the P2B, because of P2B, the group of which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu formed, demolished. Then our Prime Minister lifted it up through autopilot, which is the government today. Because of Soludo and the P2B, a lot of people had what they called strange mind, thinking that the P2B is coming to rebuild Nigeria. Now P2B have seen that he himself is not even interested in building Nigeria again, that the Biafra is better for him. Then P2B have admitted. Then all his members are now coming out. That's why you see living in bondage, or Andy living in bondage. Today, all of them are now speaking that diagram. And you should know, these are the people that they send to school to learn how to speak English, but know how to think or how to reason. Whatever they are doing today, whoever that is talking, it is in our own favor. Anybody that open his mouth today, you talk good about Nnamdi Kanu or Biafra and the Biafra, or you speak bad, mention that Biafra and then Nnamdi Kanu. That is what we are talking about here. So the people of Labour that feel that they are the people that know more are the people advising the Eastern governors and the Ohaneze Ndigbo today. They've been calling them on phone long time ago. You people should understand that this thing now is under government. Today, they don't hear. Now they are putting it on record and in the news. Everybody is really watching and listening to them. Watching and listening to them. So, we continue.
Mostly in self-aggrandizement according to the elder statesman. The issues around Kanu and his leadership of IPOB are not easy as politicians think. Adding that releasing Kanu without granting referendum to IPOB may not address the secessionist agitation or the crisis in the zone. In a statement made available to Daily Post, Sunday, Obidigbo, who is the president of Asisioma Foundation, noted that the delicate nature of Kanu's incarceration requires quiet diplomacy to achieve political solution, without politicizing his release. the way they are going about it, while identifying the salient complications around the IPOB leader's forceful rendition and consequent incarceration. The Anambra-born elder statesman said Britain's loud silence about Kanu's predicament raises a large red flag. Parts of the statement read, "I woke up this morning with a very heavy heart. I am constrained to say that I am not happy with the way loud silence about Kanu's predicament, incarceration." The Anambra-born elder statesman said Britain's loud silence about Kanu's predicament.
They are now saying that Britain are silent over the rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He is elder statesman, and he explained how Britain joined with the Eastern governors and the Nigerian government to rendition Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Britain is defending their own interest. All our oil and mineral resources, they are gaining from our own land. When you hear that Nigeria is rich, everything that it made Nigeria rich come from our own land. If you check mineral resources that came up from Africa, Nigeria is number 2 before Congo. Togo or Congo is number 1. Nigeria is number 2 all over the world. South Africa is number 3. Every of all these things came from our own land. And Britain is taking them free of charge. Send us in exile, and we remain like a slave in Europe. We remain like a slave in America. We remain like a slave in France. We remain like a slave in Spain. We remain like a slave everywhere we found ourselves. And we made ourselves second-class citizens. This is why we are fighting. We are fighting for the future of our children, which you know that the skin color of their body is not suitable with the part of Europe. Tell yourself the truth. And Britain kept quiet because of the rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Why did they keep silent? That is what he is telling them here now. And we are reading it out because he is one of the stakeholders, the people who destroyed Nigeria, those who doesn't want to talk. And why are they talking today? They are talking today because they have seen, just like Abaribe, quote unquote, in the Senate House said, when he made a move to go and meet Finland government to rendition our prime minister, he also met other governments to rendition our prime minister. They told him, you should go and negotiate with him because you are dealing with a government. Now they are telling them that you keep on beating around the bush. Keep on beating around the bush. So let us continue to listen to them on things that is happening. This is elder statements, the people who choose to speak the truth.
Predicament raises a large red flag. Parts of the statement read, "I woke up this morning with a very heavy heart. I am constrained to say that I am not happy with the way and manner our political elites are going about their request for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu."
Now, what is happening? Now, what is what is happening? You know, our people say, whenever you go to bed and wake up, that is your own morning. This man now, Biafra spirit is visiting him. Anybody listening and listening good, anybody that is requesting today for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is also requesting for Biafran flag to fly. This is very, very simple mathematics. Everybody have to understand. He woke up. He couldn't sleep because things that is happening now is giving everybody sleepless night. That is what he said in that place. Say he woke up with his heart heavy. Now he woke up with his heart heavy. He's supposed to let the whole world know that these political elites are there beating around the bush, and it is time to call them in order. It is time to call them in order Johnson Market, Nigeria already suffering for what they do for Biafra. Then we continue to go. We continue to go until the people will get it very, 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 very deep, and how we meant it to be.
The sense I make of the cheap scramble by Igbo politicians to be identified in the growing calls for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom from prolonged and unjust incarceration is that they are merely playing to the gallery. It is obvious that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not entirely the one holding Nnamdi Kanu. It was not even former President
Emma, when we want to say the truth, we will say the truth how it is. It is obvious that Tinubu is not the one holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Not even Buhari that is holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Not even Malami that is holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Who is holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? The Britain. If you want to tell yourself the truth, you tell yourself the truth once and for all, then you get freedom. Who is holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Britain are the people holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, according to Obidibo, according to him. And what is the aim of Fulanis from Usman Danfodio that caused insecurity in that area called Nigeria? Usman Danfodio. So whoever that is talking about insecurity should go back to Usman Danfodio, who brought the ideology of conquer inside that zone. That they are the people that brought the ideology. I see Worry Sister here. Worry Sister, thank you. God bless you. I see, Divine Precious is also here. Then Aneta is also here. Then Iko to sure. We are going there. We are going there. We are going there. I go to say these names and I continue. Then Sami, Congo, and Nigeria. We said it before. If we make mistake, we have our intellectual here that is always here to correct us. Grace Omoboya, thank you for joining. And Asabiz Udoka, thank you. Then we continue. Let us know our problem. Then our problem will leave us alone. They are telling them now in their faces.
Muhammadu Buhari nor his erstwhile Attorney General of the Fed Tinubu is not entirely the one holding Nnamdi Kanu. It was not even former President Muhammadu Buhari nor his erstwhile Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami San. All the AGFs, including the current one, are mere legal offices for the government. However, Kanu's matter is a security issue, which requires the involvement of the National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Rabadu. The president may not have absolute authority to release Kanu, although he has the power to influence things if he so desires.
Are you hearing it? That Tinubu doesn't have the power to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but his influence can soften the things. His influence can soften the things. And you know already that Tinubu was the leader of African Union. Now he stepped down because of all this thing that is happening, because Nigeria is a failed state. When Tinubu failed to submit to fight Burkina Faso, to fight Chad, to fight Mali, to fight all those people to destroy, they were ready for him. Now he could not comply. Now they told him to come down. We have it in our own room. Calamity upon calamity will be visiting Nigeria until Biafra leave. No matter what they are facing in the zoo, there is hope for Biafra. Jidofo, thank you. Then we continue. Let us hear, because let the whole world know that they told them that they don't go there to negotiate anything.
Obadigbo disclosed that the other powerful elephant in the room blocking Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is the British government. Influence things if he so desires. Obadigbo disclosed that the other powerful elephant in the room blocking Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is the British government, stressing that Kanu acted against British.
Obidigbo expressed that the big elephant blocking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu freedom are the Britain and the other countries that is benefiting from our own mineral resources. These are fundamental truth, and we are bringing it out. And this is the reason the British government in exile and the home join together and they tell Eastern Fulani stooge in the Eastern zone, don't you involve yourself in anything negotiation with our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra people has government and they also have prime minister that represent Biafra, and our leader is there. Don't go there and negotiate, because America and the other countries have recognized Biafra, and any decision that will be taken will come from the bridge. If anybody that want to speak or anything that is happening when Biafra is mentioned, you have to go through the bridge. That is what they are saying in that place. Rose of Fable, thank you for joining. Then, we know we are going there. Let them. We want to let you know that they know the truth. They know the truth, and that truth is what they try to hide it, but they cannot hide
Blocking
it again.
Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is the British government, stressing that Kanu acted against British economic interest in Nigeria. He remarked that the British economic interest, which Kanu's agitation was negatively affecting, has been enriching the government and people of Britain over several centuries, saying that although the fact is well known to most Nigerian elites, they simply prefer to remain pretentious. Everything the government and people of Britain, over several centuries, saying that although the fact is well known to most Nigerian elites, they simply.
Are you hearing it? In our own page, we posted it in our own page for people to know very, very well. They are hitting the hammer on the nail. You know, these people, they never supported Biafra because some of them have, if they want to go and negotiate, they should be good negotiating their businesses, their houses they have in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kanu, and the other places, but not this Biafran freedom. Not this Biafran freedom. That is exactly because Britain are the people holding us down, and Britain are the people holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu down because of their interest. All the mineral resources they are stolen from our own land since centuries. That is exactly how they said it in this place, and we have it in also writing. Jidofo, brother, thank you for your analysis. All to all Biafran, keep doing it. Thank you, Jidofo. Thank you. They all know. Then Celestus Uhuaba. Thank you. Then Lord Ego Yibo. What a lie. Nnamdi Kanu is never security issue. No, Nnamdi Kanu has never been security issue. What they are talking in this place, there is security issue. And when you want to talk about security issue, you have to start from Usman Danfodio. And when we finish this one, you will see people who is now talking and where this thing is going. Because Nigerian journalists, when you ask them to start lying, they will lie. And that's why our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, say, give Nigerian journalists money, he will tell you that the satanic is godliness. We know already. So why lie against an innocent man? He is not lying against an innocent man. He is telling them the truth that Britain are the people holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in that place. We continue. We continue analyzing it.
Simply prefer to remain pretentious. Everything that Kanu said or did were done in Britain, being a British citizen. But, they could not afford to arrest him on British soil, because of obvious and potential backlash. What Britain did was to join in the international.
Then, everything Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did, all the broadcasting he made in London, Britain didn't stand up. This man is bringing it, telling Eastern governors that whatever you are doing, any negotiation, you call Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. What is your problem? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will tell you, I need a referendum. Do you want to accept the one our Prime Minister, the bridge, has organized, which OAU has already recognized? America, White House has already recognized. Are you accepting that one, or are you giving us a new one? That is what he is talking about here. Any negotiation without a referendum on top of the table, a sure match, is null and void. And we are going to read something. Our divine precious is here. The same story every day by the zoo. No more lies to add. Thank God it won't be long. The story will change for our good. Automatic. Adimoye Joshua, thank you for joining. Then we continue. Everybody, you hear with your own ear.
Conspiracy to lure Kanu to Kenya, knowing that what Britain did was to join in the international conspiracy to lure Kanu to Kenya, knowing that Africans lack integrity and respect for laws.
What Britain did was to lure Kanu. He is telling them now that what Britain did was to lure Kanu. They lure Kanu to go to Kenya in order for them to rendition him from Kenya, because Africans lack integrity. That is what he is telling them here now. Only in African soil you can commit such atrocity, because Britain knew that if they try this rendition from their own land, it will cause something else. We continue.
They got him kidnapped in Kenya and forcibly and illegally renditioned to Nigeria. They could not have done that in any other part of the world, outside of Africa, without extreme repercussions.
They cannot do this thing any other part of the world. Any other part of the world, except in Africa, without any repercussion. That is what Obidigbo. This Obidigbo is somebody that has been looking for some kind contract. He is looking for some kind of contract when Peter Obi was trying to join Nigeria by force. So now, Labour Party, Labour Party, their own album is like they are trying to say that they are speaking the truth. Just like Andy Okeke jumped out the other day and begin to talk about his own. We already know him. No matter what game he is playing, the same game he played inside living in bondage, that is exactly whom he is. So it is good that they begin to talk. Clara, Elijah, Fulani do not have power to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We know British is the one who kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and is still holding him. But our PM is bigger than them. This is pure truth. Sonny is here. Sonny, you're welcome. At all, they can't try it in anywhere in Africa, in the world. Only in Africa. Are you getting it? Because our people is here bringing the news themselves.
Only on African soil that such illegality can take place, and his captors knew that much and took advantage of it. So, the British High Commissioner in Nigeria
and his captives knew that only in Africa such calamity, such abomination can happen. They knew that this is only place, and then they take advantage of it by kidnapping him. So he is letting them know that the consequence of kidnapping him is too much. And the PM let them know that what you spend to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will mean nothing. That kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be valueless in your hand. We continue.
Nigeria showed no interest in at least speaking up against the violent kidnap and rendition of her citizen. All the embassy was interested was to hear Kanu renounce his dream of a Biafra, kidnap and rendition of her citizen. All the embassy was interested was to hear Kanu renounce his dream of a Biafra.
All the interest of all the stooges is now that the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will denounce Biafra. All the embassies that is benefiting from Nigeria, what their interest today now is that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will say, oh, I have suffered. I lost my father and my mother because of Biafra. There is no problem. They killed 28 people in our own house, including Jack the dog. There is no problem. That they put him and they threw a woman urinated here on top of him when he was strapped naked, and there is no problem. Then, okay, let us pardon Nigeria. But they forgot that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has his own way of doing something. So when he come out, he will decide on how he will do his thing. But what we are bringing out here now is this thing we are doing. Because in the bridge now, we are not analyzing so much. We are coming. Stella is here. Stella Ozoka. And that's why British refuse to talk about it. Yes, that is the reason. They don't want to talk about it. In their own news, they didn't free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Emeka Nweke, British should call for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release and stop pretending. Emeka. Then, Stella, British never saw Simon Ekpa coming. No, they thought that only one person. You know how they downgrade us. They never even know that people like us exist. When you go to Twitter space of Biafra, you will see people that speak English in that place. They never know that people, just the way they say that black people are to be graded like animals in the bush, like monkeys. That is how they take us. They never know that people is here to do something. Emmanuel Mwizu. There, the British may not be disposed to leave the Nigeria because of what they got from there. You know, we already know them. Jerry Muibo, our leader, is Godwin Ezekiel. Thank you. Thank you, Stella. Thank you. We are bringing everybody up. Amy Sami. We have government now. And in our government, we believe and we have no doubt about it. We have now government. Biafran struggle have come out of personal affair. Now it is government. We are here telling you people, even PM cannot even stop Biafra. We voted him because we see what he can do. Then we begged him, PM, can you defend us? He said, okay, if you people want me to defend you people have to come and pass vote. And then we pass vote. If we come up tomorrow and see that PM is not doing good again, we will contest against him and we will vote him out. Another person will go in. That is how government work. And we are saying it here. Today, PM is doing mighty as the Prime Minister of Biafra. You understand? And we are standing very, very strong by his side. That is why he tell Tinubu, he say, you lack the legitimacy to tell us what to do. And he tell Eastern governors, you lack the legitimacy to go and negotiate for what we are doing. You people like one Nigeria, then you stay in Nigeria. We are talking about Biafra and we have government. That is exactly what Amy Sami is telling you in this place. Divine Precious, our history will be interesting. That is why we call it a Biafran Bible. You know, Divine Precious. Things that has not been open from foreigners are now everywhere in the news. We will change the narrative of that. It can only be in Africa. You understand? So when we started this struggle, we say we will change the narrative of yesterday. We title it Changing the Narrative of Yesterday. That thing you white people talk about against black people, we are changing the history. We are telling you that the oil you are enjoying come from our own land, from our backyard. Gold, diamond, uranium, everything is coming from our own land. Today, Africans are standing up. You remember what is happening in Kenya today? Kenya is the people that collude to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Uhuru Kenyatta is running away. His own house is on fire. The new president, Uhuru Kenyatta, placed in that place that want to destroy. Now he is begging to stay. They gave him condition. So the spirit of Biafra is changing all entire Africa. We are going somewhere. And as we are going somewhere, Stella Ozoka is crying. Yeah, don't cry. You don't cry. Then, kedu ihe o dere? Mbụ Edith. British will never come up total. Nigeria to leave Nnamdi Kanu. We can never come up total for Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu. But most of Nigeria and the Britain High Commissioner knows that the game is over. The game is completely over. Then, Jerry Mwibo, I am happy that African countries are waking up to free themselves from European slavery. Africa is waking up. Burkina Faso, Mali, Chad, everywhere they are standing up. And they are, what is important there? You see that the Musa and the Tinubu, they went to South Africa the other day to go and they negotiate for South Africa to give them military to come and fight the Biafrans. When Tinubu went there, they buffooed him in front of the public. They don't nobody want to die again for the interest of the white people. Burkina Faso cannot come and fight Biafra. Nobody is coming to fight Nigeria. Now, fight in the favor of Nigeria like they did that year, 1967. It cannot happen again. That is why Biafra is the light of entire Africa. We are going. One thing, we are putting this thing here because he is a stakeholder. Uche Okafor, consistency is the key. That is why everybody is running kitty. They never see anything like this. That is what we are talking. Owen Palace, Maaze, you are too much, and you too, you are too much. Hamilton Luma. We will start this from here. Our able prime minister must make a list of all these politicians and they make it public so everybody will and the enemies. Then what is Evertus? Thank you. Uche, thank you. Then Paul Ajuku, my big brother, thank you. Please, we should pray very, very well, but nothing will stop Biafra. My brother, well done. Paul Ajuku, thank you. We are praying, and you know that a prayer without hard work is nothing. So as we are praying, God himself is giving us energy to do it. If it is not power of prayer, we will not be where we are today. Stella, we thank you. Then Victor Amade, kudos to Mazi Simon Eba. After kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu, he made everything, he turned it. Then we continue. We have to then march forward and listen again. Please, if you have not shared, please try to share. And if you have not hit the like button as well, please hit the like button. All this thing help us also. Please, there is advantage in that. There's advantage.
Probably with an undertaken never to support any such agitation in future, he said. The industrialist said Britain's double standards and hypocrisy betrayed their long-term destabilizing designs against Nigeria's socio-economic prosperity and independence. He stated, Here was the same Britain that in 1984 frustrated the forceful abduction and return to Nigeria of Alhaji Umaru Dikko, who was not even a British citizen at the time. But, he stated, here was the same Britain that in 1984 frustrated the forceful abduction and return to Nigeria of Alhaji Umaru Dikko.
The story of Umaru Dikko is everywhere. You know, everybody that is speaking today concerning the release of Nnamdi Kanu will refer Igboho, he will refer Sowore, he will refer Asare Dokubo, he will refer the Boko Haram. But they are not referring Umaru Dikko. Why is Britain keeping silent if they can free Umaru Dikko, which is being renditioned, and the Britain stood their ground under democracy, and Nigeria have to let him? Now, why is it that their own citizen, and when we go forward now, you will hear that they told you that Umaru Dikko is just ordinary asylum seeker. Ordinary asylum seeker, but Britain stood by him to defend his right. But this one that is their citizen, they keep EA out because Umaru Dikko is a criminal, but this one is angel. Are you getting it? Now, Austin Abai, thank you, Lolego Ibo, 555 Vision. Thank you for all you are doing, Lolego Ibo, and you too. Don't think I am doing it alone. You are doing mighty as well. Then we continue. We continue.
Against Nigeria's socio-economic prosperity and independence. He stated, here was the same Britain that in 1984 frustrated the forceful abduction and return to Nigeria of Alhaji Umaru Dikko, who was not even a British citizen at the time, but merely an asylum seeker in Britain. Britain continues to see Nigeria as their fertile farmland for free economic exploitation and political manipulation. Britain continues to see Nigeria as their fertile farmland for free economic exploitation and political manipulation. Britain continues to see Nigeria as their fertile farmland for free economic exploitation and political manipulation. They have no wish to relax their stranglehold.
Britain continue to see Nigeria as their fertile land. Yeah, the Elkanketa na ke ya water the land filled up with the milk and the honey, written in the Bible inside King James Version. Yeah, a land filled with fertilizer. That is where you found it. Britain continue to see Nigeria as their fertile land for their and the political manipulation. Listen on your own. Then you go to Bible. You will see how they wrote it inside King James Version. The land filled with milk and the honey. The land filled with milk and the honey. And this is how Britain see our own land to their own interest. Stella, corruption from Britain. Yes. Stella. God used Umaru Dikko to wait for Britain over Nnamdi Kanu. You know, history repeats itself. We continue and we have to revise it a little. Revise it a little.
In Britain continues to see Nigeria as their fertile farmland for free economic exploitation and political manipulation.
Free economic expression and the political manipulation.
They have no wish to relax their stranglehold, not now, not in the near future.
Yeah, Britain actually give up at all. Britain doesn't want to give up at all. Not now, not in the future. Hey, Biafra exodus. We are on exodus. Both the slave, the people they sell as slave, all of them are coming back. We told you people that when this war will start, the bees and the honey, the birds of the air and the animals in the forest will join. And you people think that we are joking in this place. We are not joking. We know what we are doing. Chinwe Priscilla, thank you for joining from Biafra, joining from Biafran land. Let them keep on going round the circle, all in vain. It's because Nigeria is their company. Biafra was restored on 25th December, 22nd December, 25th December 2020 in the spiritual realm. Hi, onye spirit. Chinwe Priscilla. Biafra was restored 2020 on the 25th in the spiritual realm. And last year we restored Biafra. Everything to get Biafra has been restored, both bank and every other thing. Chuka, ihe binike. Thank you, Amechi Uche. What do you tell us? Nnamdi Kanu should not hesitate to sue British government over the adoption. Can see Nnamdi Kanu dragging British government and rubbishing their kangaroo citizenship. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, okay, Amarachi Uche. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu led Britain to know that if they fail to work with the Biafra and they give Biafra freedom, that British Empire, anything Britain will go down. This is when Biafra will be restored now. On the 22nd of December this year, Biafra will take everything from Britain. Then economy of Britain will go down, and then you will hear it in this place, what you wrote. The cup of the Britain is full. That is why they don't reason well to foresee the danger ahead of their decision and the action. The rendition of our leader has dragged them to the mood. Chai Aromero. Divine. You give it to them the way they like it. Give it to them, Stella. And they used our rescue to pay benefit, resources to pay benefit to their citizens, while Biafrans are slaves in their country. Imagine that kind of thing. Ozoka, Stella. Imagine that kind of thing. You come to our land, you take things that belong to us, then we will sell our father's land. Then, or we will sell our businesses, close our businesses, we come and hand ourselves over to them as a slave. They will even be doing us racism. The thing you studied in the school, they can't even put you there. You go to school in Nigeria, you become PhD, you have PhD holder. You come to England, you become a security guide. You begin to guide a shop, or you become a cleaner, or you become a nanny, taking care of old women or taking care of children. Why you are a PhD holder in Nigeria? All the money they spend to send you to school, West, or the money you spend to come to Europe, West, man. Something must be provoking you to be dealing with these people. You understand? Patient Eban, greeting to you, my brother. Biafra is our hope. All hail Biafra. Thank you. Thank you. Greetings to you as well. Jerry Mwibo. We like to let people know that we are here. And the freedom is coming up. Britain is known for their wayo way of life, but it has come to an end. It has come to an end this time. Then freedom is taken. The criminal, illegitimate governors and the Ohanese don't know Biafra are very angry, very, very angry, because freedom is taken. It's not given. You fight for it, you take it. Then we continue. As a summer. Maze 555. You are highly rewarded for your job. Thank you also. Thank you. You too. Messages about. Then Ejike Kinsley. Good evening, Ejike. Then everybody that is here, Write your own comment, and it is registered in this place. When time come in future, you will see it. Nonso Akachuku. Nigeria is on hot seat now. Thanks for your good job, and you as well. We continue to go. Britain, we know. And from there, we will tell you how the things are going. We go here.
So anything or anyone posing as a threat to her economic interests in Nigeria automatically now, not in the near future. So anything or anyone posing as a threat to her economic interests in Nigeria automatically becomes their sworn enemy. The industrialist expressed relief that African youths are gradually waking up to challenge all the existing frustrations, deprivations, and blatant exclusion arrayed against him from enjoying the natural endowments of their own countries. The industrialist expressed relief that African youths are gradually waking up to challenge all the existing frustrations, deprivations, and blatant exclusion arrayed against him from enjoying the natural endowments of their own country. The industrialist expressed relief that
Why we are repeating it like this is for you to know, if nothing is provoking you, allow something to provoke you. Remember, if you are not pursuing something, something will be pursuing you. This thing they call devil, if you let yourself empty, they will come. But if you see them, before they see you, you go after them. Britain didn't know that we are prepared. And the African youth is now standing up. Only those people now that is doing all this Ebubago and all this thing are the useless people. They know that you must stand for your own father's land. We are here in Europe. There is electricity, there is water, there is a good road, there is every help. Self. If you like, you go to Caritas. If you like, you go to Red Cross. They will give you whatever you want. But freedom is taken. Freedom is taken. You can't stay here. They will tell you, okay, we are Amnesty, we are Red Cross, we are helping you, we are helping hands. Go and jump inside the river, then we can help you there. Open arms. They create all those things for manipulation. They will tell you, okay, when you come here, you give birth to Oyibo before you can give paper. You use your own children in exchange of card. Exchange of card. You give your own children in Germany. You give your own children in Austria. You give your own children in Holland. You give your own children in Italy. They will tell you, oh, when you have a child with them, because their population is not many, when you have child in their own land, they can give you a card in order for you to go back and visit your own family. Then you give your own children, they will give you a card. What is crime? That is what we are talking about. What is crime? What is crime? That is somebody will tell you that until when you have child or when you pass 3 years, 4 years with this, doing this and doing that before they can legalize you in their own land. The easiest way, you see some girls or old men or old women, you get married to them, give child there. They will give you paper. Then you will come to church, Pentecostal church, and begin to clap. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God has done it. That you marry Oyibo, or you pregnanted a German girl. They give you father shaft, and you are rejoicing. You change your own children into card. Listen, time is coming. Time is coming very, very fast. Time is coming very, very fast. The other day, they were trying to overthrow Tinubu. PM told them, any day you people try it, bam, immediately you try it, then Biafra will be declared. That is why they are pampering him now. They are pampering him, Tinubu. And the Tinubu have no option. Africans are waking up because the message of Nnamdi Kanu has gone beyond what they imagine. Today, Nnamdi Kanu is completely the light of the whole world. Not even in the Biafran land, not even in Africa. Because all our slaves, all the children you sold only for you to have a resident card. They have DNA of Biafra and they are doing mighty. They know where they come from. And the only thing that can save them is Biafra. Nothing more. You live in Europe. Some of you will sell your own father's land. You go to Europe. Elderly women, elderly men want to go to America. You leave your own father's land for Fulanis to take it over because Britain want us to go. Until you people get angry like us, until you get angry like Simon Eber, until you get angry like Nnamdi Kanu, until you are well provoked. The Biafran financial minister, you see him, he is a billionaire. He has football camp, football club in America. You know how much they sign one footballer. But he said he is tired of this nonsense. He is coming now to do everything to make sure that Biafra is restored. Africans are getting up. We are playing it and we are playing it. Sometimes there are analysis we want to do because of the law guiding us in the bridge. We cannot do such analysis until we are giving go ahead. You understand? All these people that is playing lobby today, a lot of them, they want to do it tomorrow, because they are angry. The Mazen Nnamdi tell Tinubu, tell Buhari, you see this court, I will defeat you there. This court, I will defeat you there. And you people should remember one thing. When Jonathan was here, Mazen Nnamdi started the agitation. But Mazen Nnamdi say he don't want to pull so much, because if he stress Jonathan, that Jonathan will comply and give them referendum. But he want to take Biafra from the demon himself, which is Buhari. Today, we are coming, we bring the news that we are the Carlo, that lawyer that is leading, he went to visit the man representing as a Buhari in Daura. Buhari said, allow Nnamdi Kanu to go. You people should also remember that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, time will come when they will beg him, please take your Biafra and go. That is what is happening now. Amarachi. British government will soon cry like the way France government cried when Niger Republic military rubbished France. You are there, Amarachi. You understand this. Godwin, Obiora, Vision, you are welcome, and you too. Then, Ogoro Sunday. British government are powering Nigerian government, telling them what to do over nomadically released release. They are most evil people ever. And that is it. Eric Ebele, keep on. Thank you. Chinwe Priscilla, Vision, my knowledge and understanding increase listening to you. Yeah, thank you. Apostle James Nnachichima, thank you for joining. Southeast governors, Southeast governors are very wicked. How on earth will they come and tell us the real discussing how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released? Why is all this lie? These people are very, very, very wicked. Obasanjo said that they went to the summit, but he didn't hear them talk about the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is what Obasanjo said. So, and they think that we are listening to them or waiting for them again. We are not waiting for them again. Then, Ngozi Morin, this is the time Biafra will go. Yes, Amy Sami. Both Britain and Nigeria will soon understand the word of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he said, we have come to restore Biafra, or we all die in the pursuing it. And instead of Biafra not to come, every living thing will die. Amy Sami, he listened it very, very well. And this is what they call testimony of the Jehovah's Witness. Testimony. How it happened, that is what we are telling you in this place, how it happened. And we are here giving a mighty salute to our pastor, Chema Irechuku. Thank you, Chema Irechuku, for joining. Thank you for joining. Then, is that card a given a given for them for Nigeria also? Nigeria doesn't have card for Oyibo people. No, no, Nigeria don't have card for Igbo people. You see, when you give their own child, they will give you a father shaft, or they will give you a document. Okay, you have child in our land. You can leave it here. Then you take your card and go. You understand? Frustrate you, frustrate every other person. And some people is still happy, thinking that Nigeria that did all this thing to you, you are still going to listen to them or have pity on them. And then what is the end of this thing, of this message here now, before we proceed? Africans are standing up tall. They are standing up tall. They are standing up tall to take what belongs to them.
Economic interests in Nigeria automatically becomes their sworn enemy. The industrialist expressed relief that African youths are gradually waking up to challenge all the existing frustrations, deprivations, and blatant exclusion arrayed against him from enjoying the natural endowments of their own countries.
So, yes, we continue. Please don't go away. Don't go away. When we talk, we show evidences. Then, before we proceed, we talk, we show evidences before we proceed. So, as we are going forward now, we are bringing some of the news headline before we proceed. Before we proceed, yes, here now we have it in our. We have it here. The news that they are afraid of. How can Nigerian government, Eastern governors negotiate for us? Jerry Krufi, Biafran struggle, Simon Ekpa, consolidating international support, developing international recognition in this thing we are doing, and the Southeast is doing anyhow. When they understand exactly what is going on, Atiku Abubakar found out the power of the government of an exile. Then he said, please, time has come for politicians to solve this problem. It is time for political solution. Atiku called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And as we are going forward, Southeast wants referendum, not additional state, says the bridge, the prime minister himself. No matter what Ohaneze Ndị Igbo is doing, no matter their plan, all this bounty they are placing on top of our prime minister, they have failed woefully. They failed woefully because Biafra declaration will restore peace, stability to West Africa. And are you seeing it yourself? Biafra restoration is the light of Africa, and we are saying it without any apology to anybody. What we are reading now is news that made headline. News that made headline. That is what we are reading to Biafrans. That's what we are reading to Biafrans. And we are reading to Biafrans. We can also go back to comment section, bring people up. Uche, Ifebi, one name, you are too much. Keep on teaching us. It's very, very interesting and knowledgeable. Thank you. Franca, thank you. them go lead them to hell fire. What am I saying? What am I saying? They re ready in hell, they re already in the hellfire. Then Owen Palace. All I know is that with Biafra, everything is possible. British is doing in vain. And Mayor Africa, the time have come. We are going home. Or Biafra, Emeka Nweke. Southeastern politicians bụ ọgba na chance. Okay, ha bụ ndị ọgba na chance. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu suffer finish, they will go and they negotiate. Negotiate for who? Who are they negotiating for? We brought out the news here and the solution and the reason. Look at it there. Moss Bernard Okoroiwu. I greet you. I greet you also. Jerry Muibo. Nigeria Fulani government did not know that Britain is causing them, what Britain is causing them, more problem. Then, Azo Franklin Bishop, my brother, I don't know, but I have something to discuss with you. But what is happening, about what is happening in Ihiala. Okay, we will hear it later. Johnson Michael, thank you, sir. Then Urunwa, thank you for joining. Urunwa, it's like you come late. Yes, your name is very, very wonderful. Maazi Mayo, Udo, thank you. Johnson Michael, God bless you as well. Azo Franklin Bishop, please, is something very serious. Yeah, look for our number, send the information there, or any of our minister, they will attend to you. Client 50, thank you. Biafra or Biafra, you understand? Dennis Annual, Vision 555, good evening from here. The zoo government and their southeast slave governors politicians are panicking for the fear of breed. Simon Eber declaration. That is pure fact. Pure fact. When we are bringing news, we bring exactly what Nigerian newspaper is carrying. And the US ex-congressman Moron advocate for Biafra independence under bridge. Then how do you think that the Southeast governors is coming to negotiate? Ọ bụ onye ọzọ gbasịa bọọlụ, onye ọzọ ara oroma? That is the question we are asking. Onye ọzọ gbasịa bọọlụ, another person ara oroma. Ọ bụrụ ọnụ ka esi eme. That is not how it is done. Not in our own eyes. US Congress Moron backing Biafra independent bridge claim, and the picture is here, evidence is here. Then here we come. US Justice Department recognized bridge as an entity for Biafra independent. So Biafrans, ihe agba n'aka ada eji ugogbo ele ya nụ. When we are doing something, when we used to teach in this place, we told you that the reason they killed Jesus Christ was because he don't have document covering him when he resurrected the dead. They asked him, on what authority are you working? Then you can see US Justice Department recognize bridge as an entity for Biafra independence. Then why is it that a Southeastern stooge is trying to go and negotiate for Biafra? Is this not possible? That is why we are reading headline. We are reading headline, and some of our people are here writing comments, and we must bring them up. That is how we do. That is how we do. Festus, Anena, they cannot escape this dome that is coming after them, after the declaration of Biafra. Then, Maazi Mayor, because they see that Simon Ekpa is doing something to gain Biafra. They are coming to negotiate for Biafra. Mad people everywhere. Ndị na-aṅụ Matadona. Margaret, thank you, Margaret. Then Margaret, thank you, our PM. PM, everywhere, anywhere you are, Margaret is sending message. Alozie John. All the things the political elites are doing. Don't tell us that they don't know what they are doing. I believe that they will run away. Automatic. They will run away. As of Franklin, it's about Ochiaga. Yeah, thank you. It's about Ochiaga. Don't, if you want your own message to be ready in this place, you write it, we will bring it up. When Biafra come, you come and claim it. Then he is not working under Buzus. Then Sam, good evening, thank you. Chinyere, Oga Mefena, Vam, na, then Mayor Franklin, he has created money. Then we continue. Priscilla. Last year, in the spiritual realm, Mother Simon Eba withstood a black man and he prevailed. After the whistling, he climbed a great mountain with a bicycle. Yes. You know, people don't know exactly what PM has done. But for you to know that PM is the ambassador for peace, then you should know everything. You know why we are playing all this thing, why we are bringing all this thing? Yeah? This is certificated news. That is what we are bringing to you. US Department. For you to know how Biafra has been restored. And no joke about it. No joke from anywhere. No joke. Nobody is joking. Nobody is joking for anything concerning Biafra. The same now. Now, you see this one. The Daily Post, Biafra referendum, binding statement under international law. You remember how we started our news from Obidibo. We started our news from Obidibo. Now, African Union, these are African Union that recognize Biafra referendum. Automatic. And they think that the father and the mother of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will die in vain. What we are bringing to you is the documents that is restoring Biafra. You remember when Autopilot was formed new, we told you when we are in our gentle office inside car, we say that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will come out under pen and paper. That is pen and paper. That is what we are bringing to you. Pen and paper is the thing they call diplomatic movement. Eze Chinedum, thanks, Mwachineke. Thank you too. Frank Ogbonnaya, Prime Minister Simon Eba, I hear you. You are a man among men. 150 men in one. We continue to open files. Then Nnamdi Kanu, Southeast senators meet AGF only to one man. You understand? And in this place, people should really understand what is going on. We are opening books. You know, fella say, I go open book for you. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, there is no clean room at the DSS. Everywhere is heavily booked with listening devices. That is why, listen. That is why Obidibo told Eastern Stooge that you people are messing up. thinking that you will go and negotiate with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in a place bugged with listening devices. The lawyers can't even speak with him. He can't even talk to his lawyers. And that is the place. Just stooge want to go and negotiate. That's why we say that those people, Fulanis, pregnanted their mothers. You understand? So we continue. Government in exile, brain division. Simon Eber break division. 555 vision, explain it for us in the way that we all we will understand. Hey, Owen Palace. Yes, now. I had a tea and Mary. I had a tea young man. I had a tea sugar. I am a queer how it will be explained. This is a document and we are opening the document. What you can do for us, come and support, however, to bridge our Eastern Security, our Biafran Liberation Army is doing it. Without the Biafran Liberation Army, you will not be hearing news everywhere in the world. And this is the document, and we are bringing it to you. Are you understanding? But as a mayor, Simon have all it takes to give us Biafra, and there is no doubt about it. Maze Mayor Vision 555. I see you, brother. That is how we do it. Yeah. Call Adowago. Then Chinyere. Chinyere. My my rock PM Njoko. Keep it on. We are here. Franklin. Freedom equal to onye adezu. Okay. I finished. I'm coming. Okay. Okay. Amy Sam. Amy Sam. Okay, we have to call it a day, Biafrans. We will call it a day. But one good thing is that we are happy serving you people. If you have not listened to us, try to subscribe. When we come up, you will be notified. You understand? Subscribe to 555 Vision. Then turn on the notification button. Then, if you have not shared, try to share. We are winning the game and we are opening all the can, you know. And this is the message. Remember, we are into Exodus movement. This Exodus movement, we are taking everybody along. Everybody. And here, the Southeast governors lack the legitimacy to negotiate for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release. Okay? So they lack everything, and all newspapers, this is Nigerian news ship. They have it, and this is the news that make up our history today, our position today, and this is happening in Nigeria. All this, and this is the man that make up the story we are talking about. He is a member of the labor under P2B. They are now thinking of telling you what you don't know, but what you don't know is bigger than you. We already know it before. Okay, we already know it before, so we have to face another job. Thank you, lovely Biafrans. We bring up your messages. We bring up your messages, then we call it a day. Biafrans, we love you all. These are the news of the day. If you don't get it, try to get it. This is the news that make up the day. And here is the major news. And we keep it here for history purposes. We love you. We love you, Biafrans. Then we sign out from here. Yeah. Yes. I'm coming. I'm not going to make a mistake here. Yeah, so thank you. Tina, thank you. Thank you, everyone. We love you. Yes. Biafra. This is